what does this church have in their basement? If you guessed a cemetery, you are correct. This is the crypt of the Center Church on the Green in New Haven, Connecticut. While this scholarly town is famous for Yale, New Haven is also home to many oddities. This Puritan church, rich with history, could be considered one of them. Between 1812 and 1814, Center Church was built over a portion of the New Haven Cemetery. It was controversial at the time. It was built raised so as to not disturb the dead and their headstones. As for the rest of the cemetery's stones, they were relocated to the nearby Grove Street Cemetery, but most of the bodies were not.
You son of a bitch, you moved the cemetery, but you left the bodies, didn't you?
Around us and surrounding the church are thousands of bodies in unmarked graves. The exact number is unknown. There are even bodies right behind this basement wall, significant ones at that. Now, this led to a startling discovery in 2012. A tree known as the Lincoln Oak was planted here in 1909 on the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. On Halloween Eve of 2012, Hurricane Sandy toppled the giant tree, unearthing bones from centuries-old human bodies. Speaking of Abraham Lincoln, the history of this church actually ties to him. In 1790, this congregation hosted the first convention of the First Anti-Slavery Society in Connecticut. In 1825, the Reverend at the time observed the last slave auction take place on the New Haven Green, and was so infuriated by it, he became an abolitionist speaker and writer. His writings inspired President Lincoln. How cool is that? Now, back to the crypt. The headstones seen here give us a preserved, picturesque example of an ancient colonial burial ground with interments taking place as early as 1687. We can see an array of tombstone styles and designs, table style, zebra marble, etc. And various symbols with their own significance. Some stones were even as tall as me. There are 137 identified bodies in this basement, including Benedict Arnold's first wife and the grandparents of President Rutherford B. Hayes. Notice how phonetics take precedence over spelling at the time. The same name can be spelled one way on a headstone and another way on the same person's footstone. If you know of another reason for this, please tell me in the comments. The brick floor was added in 1990 to replace a concrete floor that was causing moisture issues. Imagine having Sunday school here. Just kidding. But imagine attending a service and having no idea what lies beneath.